الماء حي فهو درب به نور به ترقى به تحيا عالما فخور اطلب العلم
صوت الحق والإيمان والإسلام وأنبغ من حمل راية التوحيد حتى الآن.
اطلب العلم أخي فهو درب به نور به ترقى به تحيا عالما حرا فخور سل إماما عاش في العلم دهورا ودهور يطلب العلم ببذل حتى ضمته البحور.
Mentioned that the correct opinion is that wiping the entire surface of the head is necessary for masah. If a woman has her hair in a ponytail or gathered in a bun or clip at the end of the head, does she wipe over it when wiping over the head, or would she have to undo it and let her hair down in order to do masah properly? In the 9th class we mentioned this, and I gave the opinions pertaining to wiping over the head in details, and we mentioned the proofs, and the rajih was the requirement of encompassing the entire head when wiping for wudu. So the question is, the hair's in a ponytail or in a bun. Can a woman wipe over it when wiping the head for wudu? Or would she have to undo it? This is a mas'ala of course, ijtihad. There's no specific, clear proof direct on it. But what's required is wiping over the head. And we specified where it begins and where it ends. It goes by the hairline, the head hairline, and not by the length of the hair. Wiping over the head while the hair is in a bundle above or hanging near the neck, if you wipe over it, that's considered wiping over the head. It doesn't defy the concept of wiping over the head. So it's fulfilling the order in wudu of wiping over the head. Also, wiping the head is a wiped limb. You wipe over it. And wiped limbs are generally founded and based on ease from every angle you look at it. That's why it's done once. That's why it's given exceptions not given to other body parts, like wiping over a turban. And with qiyas we mentioned, same way with hijab. And we mentioned the details pertaining to that. So it coincides with ease and not making matters difficult. So it would be allowed from that perspective as well. In the hadith, in Sunan Abu Dawood, rahimahullah, when the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam made wudu in front of Ar-Rubayya bint Muawwidh, she said in the hadith, لا يحرك الشعر عن هيئته. He did not move the hair from its original position. Meaning it's based on ease. It's based on being easy, and the rules are relaxed. Ulama like Shafi'iyya and Ibn Qudama from the Hanabila, and it was mentioned by Imam Ahmad himself. They said one who fears to mess his hair up or her hair up, if he comes back forward, we go backward. If he comes back forward, it's going to mess up the hair. Then he doesn't have to come back forward. Just does once for people who have long hair. Unlike if it's short hair, it's recommended to go backwards, then come back forward again. It gets the upper part of the hair and the inner part of the hair. But if it's going to mess up the hair, they specifically stated he doesn't have to do that. In fact, Imam Ahmad, who adopted for men, they must encompass the entire head, he had several different fatwas and statements which showed a lot of leniency towards wiping the head as it pertains to women. In Al-Mughni, Ibn Qudama said, pertaining to women wiping over the head, قال مهنا قال الإمام أحمد أرجو أن تكون المرأة في مسح الرأس أسهل. My hope or wish or thought is that the method of wiping the head is more lenient and more relaxed for a woman than men. If there is the opinion that one can wipe over a turban, and by analogy we said a woman can wipe over the hijab, then the head in a bundle is much similar. In ghusl, where the hair must be washed when it's from major impurity, it must be washed. And the water must reach the roots in the scalp. And we'll talk about that inshallah when we get to the ghusl in detail. With all that, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't require a woman to undo her braids unless, of course, the water will not reach the scalp. إني امرأة أشد ضفر رأسي أفأنقضه لغسل الجنابة فقال إنما يكفيك أن تحثي عليه 3 حثيات. I'm a woman with tight braids. Should I undo them when I take a bath from major impurity, from sexual impurity? The Messenger ﷺ said it's sufficient for you to pour 3 handfuls of water over yourself. He didn't require her to undo the braids. If in a complete ghusl, where you're required to wash it and reach the roots, she doesn't need to undo her hair from braids, and water must reach the roots, how can one request that a bun be undone when all she's asked to in wudu is to wipe over the head? If that's for ghusl, which is much more restricted, where water must touch the roots in the scalp and in between the hair, then the bundle over the hair for wudu is much more easier, and it doesn't have to be undone. So I don't see that a woman has to undo her bun or anything similar to that in wudu, when all that is requested is just the masah over the head and not the washing. And wiping the head for wudu, it's wiping, it's not washing. Water doesn't need to reach the scalp or the roots. The apparent part of the hair is sufficient, whether it's in a bun or a clip or in its original status. And some ulama state that one stated that one with longer hair doesn't have to go back forward, like we mentioned, to avoid messing up the hair, like Shafi'iyya and Hanabila. So it's permissible to wipe over the hair that's in a bun or a ponytail or in a clips, whether it's on the top or the back side or the lower by the neck.